The monastery scribes, keepers of sacred knowledge, sleep journey. Picture yourself in the peaceful scriptorium of Canterbury Abbey in the year 1284, where sacred knowledge flows from ancient texts to careful hands, preserving wisdom for future generations. Brother Marcus sits at his wooden desk, illuminated by the gentle glow of beeswax candles, his quill moving steadily across parchment pages, copying the sacred words of Saint Augustine. The scriptorium occupies the abbey's quietest wing, where tall windows face east, catching the morning light that illuminates the patient work of 12 devoted scribes who spend their days in peaceful labor. Young Brother Thomas, recently arrived from rural Kent, marvels at the beauty of illuminated manuscripts, learning to prepare pigments from precious minerals and plants, grinding lapis lazuli into brilliant blue. Each letter carries God's blessing, Brother Marcus explains softly. As he guides Thomas's hand, we serve as instruments of divine knowledge. Our careful work ensures that sacred wisdom survives through centuries yet to come. Sister Catherine arrives each morning from the nearby convent, carrying delicate brushes and sheets of gold leaf that transform ordinary text into celestial artwork worthy of the heavenly realm. The scriptorium follows ancient rhythms, beginning each day with lauds, the first prayer of morning that prepares hearts and minds for the sacred work ahead, copying texts that preserve Christian wisdom. Brother Marcus has worked in this quiet sanctuary for 23 years, understanding that manuscript creation requires more than technical skill, demanding spiritual devotion and patient dedication to excellence. The Abbey's library contains over 400 volumes, including classical works by Aristotle and Plato, medical treatises by Galen, and theological writings by the greatest church fathers. Each manuscript represents months or years of careful work, from selecting perfect parchment to applying final decorative touches that transform written words into objects of sacred beauty. Brother Thomas learns to prepare writing surfaces, scraping sheepskin until perfectly smooth, understanding that parchment quality affects ink adhesion and the manuscript's longevity across coming centuries. The ink preparation ritual begins before dawn as scribes grind oak galls with iron filings, creating the deep black ink that will carry sacred words through time's passage. Sister Catherine brings artistic vision, manuscript decoration, designing elaborate initial letters that incorporate vines and flowers, angels and sacred symbols that enhance the text's spiritual meaning. Beauty serves truth, she explains to Thomas while painting a delicate rose. When readers see loveliness, their hearts open to receive divine wisdom more readily. The scriptorium maintains perfect silence during working hours, broken only by essential whispers, the scratch of quills, and the distant sound of abbey bells marking prayer times. This sacred quiet allows scribes to enter meditative states where copying becomes prayer, and each letter formation connects human hands to divine inspiration. Brother Marcus specializes in theological manuscripts, copying works by Saint Jerome and Saint Ambrose, understanding that doctrinal accuracy requires absolute precision in every word and punctuation mark. The copying process demands extraordinary concentration, as a single error can change meaning, leading readers away from truth rather than toward spiritual enlightenment. Young Thomas practices basic letter forms on wax tablets, perfecting his script before touching precious parchment, understanding that mastery requires years of patient development. The abbey's writing master, Brother Aldred, examines each novice's work with careful attention, ensuring that letter spacing remains consistent throughout and word divisions follow proper rules. Sister Catherine's artistic training began in childhood at the convent school, where nuns taught noble daughters the arts, illumination, and manuscript decoration. Her specialized knowledge of color symbolism ensures that decorative elements enhance rather than distract from the text's sacred meaning, creating visual harmony. The scriptorium's daily routine follows the abbey's prayer schedule, with work periods separated by communal worship that refreshes spirits and maintains focus on divine service. Prime prayer at sunrise begins the working day, followed by 4 hours of concentrated copying until terse prayer calls everyone to worship. The midday break includes simple meals in silence, allowing scribes to rest their eyes and hands while contemplate the morning's spiritual insights. Afternoon sessions extend until Vespers prayer as natural light fades, requiring careful attention to avoid eye strain that could affect work quality. Brother Marcus teaches Thomas waking that out with about different manuscript types, from simple service books to elaborate psalters, each requiring specific techniques and decorative approaches. Gospel books represent the highest form of manuscript art, combining perfect calligraphy with magnificent illumination worthy of the sacred words. They preserve and present. The abbey receives commissions from throughout southern England, seeking manuscripts for cathedral libraries, monastery collection, wealthy patrons who value spiritual learning. Each commission requires careful consultation to understand specific needs, from text selection to decorative preferences, ensuring complete client satisfaction. Sister Catherine collaborates with Brother Marcus on a magnificent psalter commissioned by the Bishop of Winchester, combining her artistic vision with his scholarly expertise. This psalter will contain all 150 psalms with elaborate decorative borders and full-page illuminations depicting King David's life and spiritual journey. The project requires 18 months of work, coordinating multiple specialists from parchment preparation through final binding in leather covers. Decorated with precious metals, Brother Thomas assists with basic copying tasks, learning manuscript construction, while contributing to this masterpiece that will serve generations of faithful readers. The psalter's creation follows careful planning stages, beginning with text layout and page design, ensuring harmonious proportions between written words and artistic elements. Each psalm receives unique decorative treatment with initial letters that reflect the text's mood, from joyful celebrations to solemn petitions for divine mercy. Sister Catherine studies the psalm's spiritual meanings before designing decorations, ensuring that visual elements enhance rather than compete with the sacred text. The abbey's library serves as research center where scribes consult multiple versions of texts, comparing different translations to ensure accuracy. Brother Marcus maintains detailed records of variant readings and textual differences, creating scholarly notes that assist future copyists. This scholarly approach elevates Canterbury's scriptorium above mere copying workshops, establishing reputation for both artistic excellence and academic rigor. The abbey attracts visiting scholars from continental Europe, seeking access to rare texts and consulting with English scribes about manuscript traditions. These international connections enrich the scriptorium's knowledge, introducing new techniques and artistic styles from French and Italian monasteries. Brother Thomas learns about different national styles, from Irish interlaced patterns to Byzantine religious imagery, expanding his artistic vocabulary. The scriptorium develops its own distinctive style, combining English traditional elements with continental innovations, creating manuscripts of unique beauty. This artistic evolution reflects the Abbey's role as international pilgrimage site, where diverse cultural influences merge into new creative expressions. The copying process requires multiple stages of review, as senior scribes examine each completed section, checking for errors before proceeding to decoration. Sister Catherine's illumination work begins only after text completion, ensuring that decorative elements integrate perfectly with the written content. The final binding process represents collaboration between scriptorium and abbey workshops, where skilled craftsmen create leather covers worthy of the precious contents. Completed manuscripts receive formal blessing ceremonies, recognizing their sacred purpose and the devotion of everyone who contributed to their creation. The Abbey's manuscript collection grows steadily each year as scribes copy essential texts for the community's spiritual needs and scholarly pursuits. Recent additions include medical treatises copied from Arabic sources, bringing new healing knowledge to English physicians and herbalists. Brother Thomas shows aptitude for medical manuscript copying, understanding the importance of precise terminology in texts that guide healing practices. The Abbey's infirmary benefits from these medical manuscripts, as Brother Physician applies ancient wisdom to caring for sick pilgrims and community members. Classical manuscripts, philosophical and literary heritage from ancient Greece and Rome, ensuring that future generations can access foundational wisdom. Sister Catherine creates special decorations for classic texts, incorporating mythological imagery appropriate to secular content while maintaining Christian perspective. The scriptorium balances sacred and secular copying, understanding that all knowledge ultimately serves divine purposes when approached with proper reverence. Evening hours after completing the day's final prayer find scribes reviewing the day's accomplishments and planning tomorrow's work. Brother Marcus examines completed pages, candlelight, checking letter formation and overall appearance before approving them for Sister Catherine's decoration. The scriptorium maintains detailed production schedules, tracking each manuscript's progress, ensuring timely completion of commissioned works. Quality control represents an essential aspect of manuscript production, as reputation depends on consistent excellence in every completed work. The Abbey develops standardized procedures for common manuscript types, ensuring efficiency without compromising quality or spiritual devotion. These procedures include parchment preparation standards, ink mixture specifications, and decorative style guidelines that maintain consistency. Brother Thomas progresses from basic copying tasks to more complex assignments, demonstrating growing skill in both technical and spiritual aspects. His developing expertise, medical manuscripts, attracts attention from Brother Physician, who requests specialized copying of surgical treatises. Sister Catherine begins training a young novice from her convent in basic illumination techniques, ensuring artistic knowledge passes to future generations. The teaching process requires patience, as artistic skills develop slowly through repeated practice and careful observation of master craftsmen. The scriptorium's educational mission extends beyond technical training, including spiritual formation that prepares scribes for lifelong service. Young scribes learn that manuscript creation represents form of prayer, connecting human effort with divine inspiration through sacred work. The abbey's reputation for manuscript excellence attracts novices from distant regions seeking training in this honored profession. These new arrivals bring diverse backgrounds and perspectives, enriching the scriptorium community while learning Canterbury traditions. The manuscript trade connects Canterbury Abbey with commercial networks throughout medieval Europe as completed works travel to distant libraries. Merchants carry manuscripts along pilgrimage routes, spreading Canterbury's reputation for scholarly excellence and artistic achievement. The Abbey receives requests for specific types of manuscripts from foreign monasteries seeking English expertise in particular subjects. These international commissions require careful communication about client needs and artistic preferences, ensuring satisfaction across cultural differences. Brother Marcus corresponds with scholars throughout Europe, sharing knowledge about textual variants and manuscript traditions. These scholarly networks advance medieval learning by facilitating exchange of ideas and collaborative research projects. The scriptorium participates in broader intellectual movements, including translation projects that make Arabic and Greek texts available in Latin. These translation efforts require specialized knowledge of multiple languages and cultural contexts, expanding the Abbey's scholarly mission. Brother Thomas shows aptitude for translation work, having studied Greek work with visiting Byzantine scholars who taught at Canterbury. His linguistic abilities open new opportunities for manuscript projects that bridge different cultural and religious traditions. The scriptorium's wind routine adapts to shorter daylight hours with extended candlelit sessions that create intimate working atmosphere. Winter months favor detailed, decorative work that requires steady hands and patient concentration rather than rapid copying. Sister Catherine uses winter evenings for experimental techniques, testing new pigment combinations and decorative motifs for future projects. The Abbey's heating system keeps the scriptorium comfortable, allowing year-round productivity despite England's harsh climate. Scribes gather around carefully tended braziers during coldest months, sharing warmth while maintaining focus on their sacred work. The community aspect of scriptorium life provides mutual support during challenging seasons, strengthening bonds of spiritual fellowship. Spring's arrival brings renewed energy to manuscript production as longitudes permit extended working sessions in natural light. The scriptorium celebrates Easter season with special projects creating liturgical manuscripts for the Abbey's elaborate religious ceremonies. These ceremonial manuscripts require exceptional artistry, worthy of Christianity's most important celebrations, combining beautiful text with magnificent decoration. Brother Thomas contributes to Easter manuscript preparation, copying antiphons and responses that guide congregational worship during Holy Week services. Sister Catherine creates spectacular Easter illuminations depicting Christ's resurrection with gold and silver applications that shimmer in candlelight. The Abbey's liturgical manuscripts serve both practical and spiritual purposes, guiding worship while inspiring deeper religious devotion. Summer brings visiting pilgrims who marvel at the scriptorium's treasures, viewing manuscript displays that demonstrate the Abbey's scholarly achievements. These public exhibitions educate pilgrims about manuscript creation while generating support for the Abbey's continuous scholarly mission. The scriptorium develops relationships with pilgrims who commission personal prayer books and devotional manuscripts for private spiritual use. These personal commissions allow scribes to create intimate religious works tailored to individual needs and spiritual preferences. Brother Marcus guides personal manuscript consultations, helping pilgrims select appropriate texts and decorations for their spiritual journeys. The Abbey's manuscript workshop becomes center for religious art commission, serving both institutional and individual clients. As autumn arrives, the scriptorium prepares for winter's intensive work period, stockpiling materials and planning major projects. The seasonal rhythm of manuscript production aligns with natural cycles, creating sustainable work patterns that support long-term productivity. Brother Thomas has developed sufficient skill to begin independent manuscript projects under Brother Marcus's guidance, marking important progress. His growing expertise in medical manuscripts leads to specialization in texts that serve Abbey's healing ministry. Sister Catherine's artistic reputation spreads throughout England, attracting commissions from royal and noble patrons seeking the finest illuminated manuscripts. The scriptorium's success reflects years of patient work, building reputation for excellence in both scholarly accuracy and artistic beauty. Evening prayers in the Abbey Church provide daily opportunity for scribes to reflect on their work's spiritual significance and seek divine guidance. The contemplative atmosphere of Vespers and Compline prepares hearts and minds for restful sleep that restores energy for tomorrow's sacred labor. In the gentle candlelight of the scriptorium's evening hours, Brother Marcus, Thomas, and Sister Catherine continue their patient work, preserving sacred knowledge for future generations. The medieval world of manuscript creation continues to inspire us today, reminding us patient work and spiritual devotion can preserve wisdom across the centuries. Let these images of sacred scholarship carry you toward peaceful rest, imagining the gentle scratch of quills on parchment pages in quiet monastery chambers filled with devotion and learning. Sleep peacefully now, like scribes in scriptoriums long ago, knowing that careful work and spiritual dedication can create beauty that serves God and humanity. The village blacksmith, masters of fire and iron sleep journey digger. Picture yourself in the warm glow of Master Henrik's blacksmith forge in rural Yorkshire, 3556, where sparks dance like fireflies and the rhythmic hammering creates a peaceful cadence that soothes the soul. His daughter, Ingrid, stands beside the great stone forge, learning to read the colors of heated iron, understanding that each shade tells a story of temperature and readiness for shaping. Young apprentice Finn, recently arrived from a distant village, marvels at the transformation of raw iron into useful tools, discovering the patience required to serve his rural community with essential metalwork. The forge occupies the village center, where 3 roads meet, its chimney rising above thatched cottage roofs, while the steady sound of hammering marks the rhythm of daily life. Iron speaks to those who listen. Master Henrik explains patiently as he guides Finn's first attempts at hammerwork. Each piece of metal has its own character, we must learn to work with iron's natural grain. The blacksmith shop connects to the family's cottage, where Henrik's wife, Elaine, tends the hearth and prepares meals that fuel the demanding physical work of metalworking. Their daily routine begins before dawn, as Henrik builds up the fire using carefully selected charcoal that burns steady heat, perfect for iron working. Ingrid has learned the art of fire management, understanding how different fuels create various flame temperatures essential for different metalworking tasks. The forge fire represents the heart of all metalwork, requiring constant attention and skilled adjustment to maintain proper heat for shaping iron. Finn discovers that blacksmithing demands more than strength, requiring timing and precision to strike heated iron at exactly the right moment when metal becomes malleable. The workshop contains dozens of specialized tools, each designed for specific tasks, from heavy sledgehammers to delicate forming tools that create precise curves and angles. Master Henrik's anvil bears the marks of decades of faithful service, its surface polished smooth by countless hammer blows that shape tools for village families. The anvil is our altar. Henrik tells his apprentices, "Here we transform raw iron into objects that serve our neighbors' daily needs. This is sacred work." The blacksmith serves every aspect of village life, creating horseshoes for the mill, plowshares for farmers, kitchen knives for housewives, and hinges for cottage doors. Each commission requires understanding the customer's needs and the specific requirements of different tools, from durability for farm work to precision for delicate crafts. Ingrid specializes in household items, creating beautiful yet functional kitchen implements that combine practical utility with artistic touches that bring joy to daily tasks. Her work includes decorative fireplace tools, ornamental door hardware, and elegant candlesticks that add beauty to village homes. Young Finn learns basic horseshoe making, understanding that proper shoes, bread, protect horses while providing secure footing for farm and travel work. Horseshoe fitting requires careful measurement and precise shaping to match each animal's individual hoof characteristics, ensuring comfort, performance. The village horses know Master Henrik's gentle touch, standing patiently while he examines their hooves and fits new shoes with practiced skill. Farm tool creation demands understanding of agricultural work, as Henrik designs implements that reduce farmers' labor while increasing productivity during busy seasons. Plowshares must be shaped to slice cleanly through soil, while scythe blades require perfect balance and sharpness for efficient grain harvesting. Each tool represents collaboration between blacksmith and farmer, combining metalworking expertise with agricultural knowledge to create superior implements. The forge attracts village children who watch with fascination as iron transforms under hammer blows, learning about the craftsmanship that supports their community. Henrik welcomes young visitors, understanding that future blacksmiths may emerge these curious observers who show interest in metalworking arts. These social interactions strengthen community bonds while providing Henrik with information about village needs and priorities for future metalwork projects. Ingrid's growing reputation for decorative ironwork attracts attention from neighboring villages seeking beautiful hardware for their churches and manor houses. Church commissions require special consideration, as religious metalwork must reflect spiritual themes while maintaining practical function for sacred ceremonies. Henrik creates elaborate hinges for church doors, decorated with crosses and vine patterns that welcome worshippers into sacred space. The parish commissions and Jew processional cross, combining Henrik's metalworking skills with religious symbolism appropriate for liturgical use. This cross project requires months of careful work as Henrik designs decorative elements that enhance rather than distract from the cross's sacred purpose. Finn assists with church metalwork, learning about religious symbolism and the spiritual significance of objects used in Christian worship. The blacksmith's work extends beyond individual tools to major construction projects, like reinforcing the village mill with iron braces and fittings. Millwork requires precise measurements and heavy-duty construction, as Henrik creates special components that must withstand the constant stress of grain grinding. The water wheel mechanism needs regular maintenance and occasional replacement parts that Henrik fabricates to exact specification. Bridge construction projects call for Henrik's expertise in creating iron reinforcements that strengthen wooden structures over the village stream. These infrastructure projects demonstrate the blacksmith's essential role in community development, providing metalwork that supports economic growth. Seasonal work patterns shape the forge's activities, with spring bringing plow repairs and horseshoe orders as farming activity increases. Summer months focus on harvesting tool preparation, ensuring that scythes and sickles are perfectly sharpened for efficient grain cutting. Autumn brings household preparation work as families commission winter tools and repairs before cold weather limits outdoor activities. Winter provides opportunities for major projects and tool maintenance, while shorter days encourage indoor work and skill development. Henrik uses winter months to train Finn in advanced techniques, while Ingrid develops new decorative patterns for spring commissions. The forge fire burns throughout winter, providing warmth for the workshop while supporting continuous metalworking activities. Raw iron arrives from regional suppliers who transport bars and rod stock to village blacksmiths throughout Yorkshire. Iron quality varies between different sources, requiring Henrik's expertise to select materials appropriate for specific projects and customer needs. The best iron comes from established suppliers who understand blacksmith requirements, providing consistent quality that ensures reliable results. Henrik maintains relationships with several iron merchants, comparing prices and quality to secure the best materials for his village customers. Charcoal production requires coordination with local woodsmen who create the clean burning fuel essential for proper forge temperature. The charcoal burning process transforms hardwood logs into concentrated fuel that burns hotter and cleaner than raw wood. Henrik purchases charcoal from trusted suppliers who understand the specific requirements of metalworking fuel versus household heating needs. Quality charcoal burns evenly with minimal smoke, creating the clean flame necessary for precision metalworking projects. Tool maintenance represents ongoing responsibility, and Henrik sharpens and repairs implements throughout their working lives. Regular maintenance extends tool lifespans significantly, providing better value for village customers who depend on reliable equipment. Finn learns maintenance techniques alongside tool creation, understanding that customer service includes ongoing support for completed projects. The blacksmith's reputation depends on both initial quality and long-term durability of metalwork projects. Hinrich's tools often serve multiple generations of village families, passing from father to son as treasured inheritances. This generational continuity reflects the blacksmith's commitment to excellence in materials and craftsmanship that endures across decades. Ingrid's artistic development attracts attention. Traveling merchants who commission decorative pieces for sale in distant markets. These commercial opportunities expand the forge's influence beyond local village needs, connecting rural craftsmanship to broader economic networks. The artistic ironwork market appreciates unique designs that combine functional utility with aesthetic beauty, appealing to wealthy customers. Ingrid develops signature styles that distinguish her work from other blacksmiths, building personal reputation for artistic excellence. Hinrich encourages Ingrid's artistic pursuits, understanding that decorative ironwork provides additional income while showcasing forge capabilities. The combination of practical and artistic metalwork establishes the forge as regional center for high-quality ironwork. Finn's apprenticeship progresses through structured stages, from basic fire tending to independent tool creation under careful supervision. Each skill level requires demonstration of competence before advancing to more complex tasks, ensuring proper foundation. The apprenticeship system preserves traditional knowledge while allowing innovation as new generations add their own contributions. Hinrich's teaching emphasizes both technical skills and professional ethics, preparing Finn for eventual independence as qualified blacksmith. Master blacksmith status requires community recognition of skill and reliability earned through years of consistent quality work. The guild system provides structure for professional development, establishing standards and mutual support among regional blacksmiths. Hinrich participates in guild meetings where blacksmiths share technical knowledge and coordinate pricing for common services. Guild membership provides professional credibility and access to training in specialized techniques not available locally. The annual guild gathering brings together blacksmiths from throughout Yorkshire for skill competitions and knowledge exchange. These competitions encourage technical excellence while providing opportunities to observe new methods and innovative approaches. Ingrid's participation in guild activities breaks traditional barriers as she demonstrates that artistic ironwork requires no less skill than traditional blacksmithing. Her recognition by guild masters opens doors for other women seeking training in metalworking arts previously restricted to men. The forge's daily rhythm creates peaceful meditation as hammer strikes follow natural patterns that sync with heartbeats and breathing cycles. Working with heated iron requires present moment awareness as timing determines success, teaching mindfulness through physical craft. Hinrich finds spiritual meaning in transformation processes, watching raw iron become useful tools that serve community needs. We partner with fire and iron, he tells his apprentices, learning to work with natural forces rather than fighting them. This is wisdom. The forge fire teaches patience as rushing leads to mistakes, while steady progress creates lasting quality in every finished piece. Seasonal changes affect metalworking conditions as temperature variations influence iron behavior. and fire management requirements. Summer's heat requires careful forge management to avoid overheating, while winter cold demands extra fuel for proper temperatures. Henrik adapts techniques to seasonal conditions, understanding that successful blacksmithing requires flexibility and environmental awareness. The village appreciates the blacksmith's reliability, knowing that Henrik's forge provides essential services regardless of weather conditions. Emergency repairs cannot wait for perfect conditions, as broken plows and damaged tools threaten agricultural schedules. Henrik's commitment to community service means working in challenging conditions when village needs require immediate attention. This dedication earns deep community respect, as villagers recognize the blacksmith's essential role in maintaining rural life. The forge serves multiple generations, as Henrik learned from his father, who inherited skills from his grandfather. Family blacksmithing traditions preserve accumulated knowledge while adapting to changing community needs. Technological advances. Ingrid represents the family's future, combining traditional skills with artistic innovation that expands forge capabilities. Her artistic success demonstrates how tradition can evolve with losing essential character and community connection. Young Finn brings fresh perspectives from his different village, introducing techniques and ideas that enrich local practices. The exchange of knowledge between communities strengthens regional blacksmithing while preserving local distinctive characteristics. Market Day brings opportunities for Henrik to display finished work and meet potential customers from surrounding villages. The weekly market connects rural producers with broader customer base, expanding business opportunities beyond immediate neighbors. Henrik's market stall showcases various metalwork, from practical tools to decorative items, demonstrating forge versatility. Customer interactions at market provide feedback about product quality and changing preferences that guide future production. The market also serves as informal training ground where Finn observes customer negotiations and business practices. Learning business skills complements technical training, preparing apprentices for eventual independence. As master craftsman, Ingrid's market presence attracts attention from potential customers seeking unique decorative pieces for special occasions. Wedding commissions provide opportunities for creative expression as couples request personalized items that commemorate their union. These special projects combine practical function with symbolic meaning, creating heirloom pieces that families treasure. Henrik takes pride in creating objects that mark important life celebrations and family milestones. The forge participates in village festivals, providing metalwork displays and demonstrations that educate community members. Festival demonstrations show children and adults the metalworking process, building appreciation for blacksmith skills. These public events strengthen community bonds while promoting understanding of traditional crafts and their modern relevance. Henrik enjoys teaching community members basic metalworking concepts, though few pursue serious blacksmith training. Educational outreach preserves cultural knowledge while building support for traditional crafts in changing times. The blacksmith trade faces gradual changes as new technologies emerge, but fundamental skills remain essential for rural communities. Henrik adapts to innovations while maintaining traditional quality standards that ensure customer satisfaction and forge reputation. Balance between tradition and innovation requires careful judgment about which changes improve service versus mere novelty. The forge's future depends on maintaining relevance while preserving essential characteristics that define quality blacksmithing. Ingrid's artistic success points toward new directions that expand traditional blacksmithing into broader creative and commercial markets. Her work demonstrates how traditional skills can support innovation without abandoning fundamental craft principles. Finn's apprenticeship represents continuity of knowledge, ensuring that essential skills transfer to new generations of rural craftsmen. The apprenticeship system provides stability in changing times, maintaining professional standards and community connections. Evening work continues by firelight as Henrik completes urgent repairs that cannot wait for morning light. The forge fire's glow creates peaceful atmosphere for quiet work that requires concentration and careful attention to detail. Family conversations during evening meals review the day's work and plan tomorrow's projects, maintaining forge coordination. Elena's support for the blacksmithing operation includes household management that frees Henrik and Ingrid to focus on metalwork. Her contributions extend beyond domestic duties to business support, including customer relations and financial management. The forge operates as family enterprise, where everyone contributes according to their abilities and interests. This collaborative approach creates sustainable operation that serves both family needs and community requirements. Winter evenings provide time for tool maintenance and workshop organization, preparing trains increased activity levels. Henrik uses quiet periods to teach advanced techniques that require extended explanation and careful demonstration. These intensive training sessions accelerate skill development while strengthening bonds between master and apprentices. The forge workshop becomes classroom where theoretical knowledge combines with practical experience in metalworking education. Finn's progress motivates his continued learning as each success builds confidence and desire for greater challenges. Mastery develops gradually through repeated practice and thoughtful reflection on both successes and learning opportunities. Henrik's patient teaching creates supportive environment where apprentices can experiment safely while developing professional competence. The master-apprentice relationship extends beyond technical training to include personal development and character formation. Ingrid's artistic achievements inspire Finn to explore creative possibilities within traditional blacksmithing framework. Cross-training between practical and artistic work creates more versatile craftsmen who can adapt to diverse customer needs. The forge develops reputation for innovation while maintaining standards for traditional quality and reliable service. This balanced approach attracts diverse customers seeking both practical tools and creative metalwork. Regional recognition brings opportunities for larger projects, including commissions from manor houses and religious institutions. These prestigious commissions challenge forge capabilities while providing opportunities for significant artistic expression. Henrik's leadership guides major project planning, ensuring that ambitious undertakings maintain quality standards and delivery schedules. Success with complex projects establishes forge reputation for reliability in challenging circumstances. The village takes pride in Henrik's achievements, recognizing that local success reflects positively on entire community. Community support strengthens forge operations, while forge success contributes to village economic vitality. This mutual relationship between craftsmen and community creates sustainable foundation for long-term prosperity. As evening deepens, the forge fire burns lower, casting dancing shadows on workshop walls where tools await tomorrow's productive work. Henrik, Ingrid and Finn review their accomplishments with quiet satisfaction, knowing that their efforts serve community needs while preserving traditional crafts. The peaceful rhythm of rural blacksmithing continues through generations, connecting past wisdom with present service and future possibilities. Let these images of dedicated craftsmanship carry you toward rest, imagining the gentle glow of forge fires and choose satisfaction of useful work completed. Sleep peacefully now, like blacksmiths in villages long ago, knowing that honest labor and skilled hands can transform raw materials into lasting beauty. The Castle Herb Garden, healers of body and soul. Sleep journey. TC. Picture yourself in the enclosed gardens of Warwick Castle in 1402, where master herbalist Eleanor tends rows of healing plants alongside brother Geoffrey, the castle's physician monk. Their apprentice, gentle Mary, learns to identify medicinal herbs by touch and scent, understanding the spiritual properties of plants that cure both body and soul. The herb garden occupies the castle's most protected courtyard, surrounded by high stone walls that shelter delicate plants from harsh winds while capturing precious sunlight. Each plant carries God's healing grace, Eleanor explains softly as she guides Mary's hands over fragrant lavender. We serve as gardeners of divine medicine. Brother Geoffrey brings scholarly knowledge from monastery libraries, combining ancient texts with practical experience to expand understanding. Herbal healing. The garden hums with activity as bees visit chamomile and lavender, while healers work among rosemary and sage, creating remedies that bring comfort. Eleanor has cultivated this healing sanctuary for 15 years, transforming a simple kitchen garden into comprehensive pharmacy that serves castle and village. Her knowledge encompasses both common remedies and rare preparations for conditions that challenge even experienced physicians. Throughout medieval England, the garden's layout reflects careful planning, with sun-loving herbs in southern exposure, while shade plants thrive beneath castle walls. Mary learns the successful herb gardening requires understanding each plant's needs, from soil preferences to watering schedules that ensure optimal growth. Plants are our teachers, Eleanor tells her apprentice. They show us patience as we wait for proper seasons and timing for harvest. Brother Geoffrey's medical training includes study of classical texts by Galen and Hippocrates, combined with Islamic scholarship translated into Latin. His scholarly approach complements Eleanor's intuitive knowledge, creating comprehensive understanding of herbal medicine that serves diverse needs. The castle's residents depend on herbal remedies for everything from minor ailments to serious illnesses that require complex treatments. Eleanor prepares daily medicines for the Lord's family, castle guards, and household servants, adapting remedies to individual constitutions. The herb garden supplies not only medicinal plants, but also culinary herbs that enhance nutrition while preventing disease. Mary discovers that healing and cooking often overlap, as many herbs serve both medicinal and the nutritional purposes in daily life. Thyme and oregano fight infection while flavoring meals. Garlic strengthens immunity, parsley supports digestion, and mint soothes upset stomachs. The integration of medicine and nutrition reflects holistic understanding that treats whole persons rather than isolated symptoms. Eleanor's practice emphasizes prevention through proper diet and lifestyle, using herbs to maintain health rather than merely treating illness. Brother Geoffrey studies the four humours theory, balancing hot and cold, moist and dry qualities in both herbs and patient constitutions. This classical approach provides framework, understanding health, and selecting appropriate herbal combinations for individual needs. Mary learns to observe patient symptoms carefully, noting complexion changes, pulse variations, and emotional states that guide treatment choices. The diagnostic process combines physical examination with spiritual assessment, recognizing that emotional distress often manifests as physical illness. Eleanor's reputation extends throughout the region as noble families seek her expertise for difficult cases that resist conventional treatment. Her success rate attracts patients from distant locations who travel for weeks seeking remedies unavailable elsewhere. The herb garden contains over 60 different plants, each carefully selected, specific therapeutic properties, and optimal growing conditions. Medicinal plants range from common healing herbs like calendula and comfrey to rare specimens imported from Mediterranean regions. Eleanor maintains detailed records of plant cultivation, harvest timing, and preparation methods, ensuring consistent quality in finished remedies. These written records preserve knowledge for future generations while supporting continued research into herbal effectiveness. Brother Geoffrey contributes scholarly documentation comparing Eleanor's practical results with classical medical texts, advancing herbal knowledge. Their collaboration bridges traditional folk wisdom and academic medicine, creating more effective healing approaches. Mary's training includes plant identification, proper harvest techniques, preparation methods, and spiritual practices that enhance healing power. She learns that herbs contain both physical compounds and spiritual essences, requiring respectful handling to preserve therapeutic properties. Harvest timing affects herbal potency significantly as compounds vary with seasons, lunar cycles, and time of day. Eleanor teaches Mary to observe plant signs that indicate optimal harvest moments when healing properties reach peak concentration. Morning harvest after dew evaporates often provides best quality herbs with concentrated active compounds and minimal water content. Different plant parts require specific harvest timing, with leaves best in spring, flowers at full bloom, and roots in autumn. The drying process preserves herbal medicines for year-round use, requiring careful attention to temperature and humidity that maintain potency. Eleanor's drying chambers occupy castle rooms with good ventilation where herbs hang in carefully arranged bundles away from direct sunlight. Proper storage prevents deterioration and contamination using wooden containers and cloth bags that protect dried herbs from moisture and pests. Mary learns to test stored herbs regularly, checking color, aroma, and texture that indicate whether medicines remain effective. Preparation methods vary according to intended use, with teas for internal medicine, poultices for external treatment, and tinctures for long-term storage. Tea preparation requires precise water temperature, and steeping time to extract therapeutic compounds without destroying delicate healing properties. Poultice making combines fresh or dried herbs with binding agents, creating paste applications that deliver medicine directly to affected areas. Tincture preparation uses alcohol or vinegar to extract and preserve herbal essences in concentrated form, suitable for precise dosing. Brother Jeffrey's pharmaceutical knowledge includes understanding dosage calculations and drug interactions that ensure patient safety. His medical training emphasizes careful observation of patient responses to herbal treatments, adjusting remedies as conditions change. The castle's infirmary serves as treatment center where Eleanor and Jeffrey provide comprehensive care, combining herbal medicine with spiritual healing. Patient care includes not only medicine, but also emotional support, nutritional guidance, and spiritual counseling that address whole-person wellness. Eleanor's gentle bedside manner comforts frightened patients, while her confident expertise inspires trust in healing outcomes. Many patients attribute their recovery as much to Eleanor's caring presence as to herbal remedies, recognizing healing's emotional dimension. Brother Jeffrey provides spiritual guidance, helping patients understand illness as opportunity for spiritual growth and deeper faith. His prayers and blessings accompany medical treatments, creating sacred space where healing encompasses body, mind, and spirit. Mary observes spiritual practices enhance physical healing, as patients who maintain positive attitudes often recover more quickly. The integration of medicine and spirituality reflects medieval understanding that divine grace works through natural remedies. Seasonal changes affect both plant availability and disease patterns, requiring adaptive approaches to herbal medicine. Spring brings fresh herbs, perfect for cleansing remedies that help bodies recover from winter's dietary limitations. Summer's abundance provides ingredients for preserving medicines that sustain healing practices through autumn and winter. Autumn root harvests supply essential medicines for winter ailments, while dried herbs maintain healing capabilities. Winter challenges require creative use of stored herbs, combined with evergreen plants that provide fresh medicine during dormant seasons. Eleanor adapts treatment protocols to seasonal availability while maintaining therapeutic effectiveness regardless of plant restrictions. The herb garden serves educational purposes as Eleanor teaches castle residents basic herbal knowledge for household healthcare. Cooking staff learn medicinal cooking techniques, incorporating healing herbs into daily meals that support community health. Guards receive training in battlefield medicine, using herbs for wound care, pain relief, and infection prevention. Storage. Household servants understand herbal cleaning methods that maintain sanitation while providing aromatherapy benefits throughout castle spaces. This widespread herbal education creates community where healing knowledge supports overall wellness rather than merely treating crisis. Eleanor's legacy includes trained students who carry herbal wisdom to other locations, expanding healing availability. Several former apprentices now serve other noble households, establishing herb gardens and healing practices based on Eleanor's teachings. Mary represents the future of herbal medicine, combining traditional knowledge with new insights that advance healing arts their natural intuition for plant communication suggests possibilities for discovering remedies not yet documented. Brother Geoffrey encourages Mary's experimental approach while ensuring safety through his careful testing and gradual introduction. Innovation within tradition allows herbal medicine to evolve while preserving essential principles and proven methods. The garden attracts visitors seeking healing wisdom, from traveling physicians to curious nobles interested in natural medicine. These exchanges enrich local knowledge while spreading Eleanor's reputation for effective treatments and innovative approaches. Regional healing networks connect herbalists across England, sharing knowledge about plant sources and treatment successes. Eleanor participates in these professional relationships, contributing her expertise while learning from other healers' experiences. The castle's herb garden becomes regional center for herbal education, attracting serious students from throughout medieval England. This educational mission preserves traditional knowledge while fostering innovation that advances healing arts. Mary's advanced training includes specialized techniques for treating noble families whose refined constitutions require delicate approaches. Aristocratic patients often present complex conditions resulting from sedentary lifestyles, rich diets, and emotional stresses. Eleanor adapts treatments for luxury environments, using finest ingredients, elegant preparations appropriate for noble expectations. These refined approaches demonstrate herbal medicine's versatility in serving diverse social classes and lifestyle requirements. Brother Geoffrey's connections with monastery libraries provide access to rare medical texts that expand treatment options. Ancient manuscripts contain forgotten remedies that Eleanor and Geoffrey carefully research and adapt for modern use. This scholarly approach recovers lost knowledge while testing historical claims against contemporary experience. The combination of research and practical application advances herbal medicine beyond traditional limitations. Evening work in the garden provides peaceful meditation as Eleanor and Mary tend plants by moonlight when some herbs release strongest fragrances. Night harvesting serves specific remedies that require lunar timing while offering opportunity for spiritual reflection. The garden's evening atmosphere encourages contemplation of healing mysteries and connection with natural rhythms. Mary finds that nighttime garden work deepens her understanding of plant spirits and healing energies. Brother Geoffrey uses evening hours for prayer and study, preparing spiritually for next day's healing work. His contemplative practice includes gratitude for healing opportunities and prayers for patient welfare. The herb garden represents sacred space where divine grace manifests through natural healing properties. This spiritual dimension of herbal practice recognizes that true healing comes from God working through natural means. Eleanor's daily prayers bless garden work and patient care, maintaining awareness of healing's sacred nature. Her spiritual practice includes meditation among growing plants that teaches patience, trust in natural processes. Mary learns that herbalists serve as intermediaries between divine grace and human need, requiring humility and devotion. This understanding transforms herbal practice from mere technique into spiritual calling that serves God through healing service. The castle's herb garden continues its mission through changing seasons, providing healing sanctuary where body and soul find restoration. As night deepens, the garden rests in peaceful silence, while healing energies concentrate in sleeping plants, preparing for tomorrow's service. Eleanor, Jeffrey, and Mary reflect on daily healing work with quiet satisfaction, knowing their efforts bring comfort to suffering and glory to God. Let these images of healing gardens carry you toward rest, imagining the gentle fragrance of medicinal herbs and the peace of sacred healing work. Sleep peacefully now, like herbalists in gardens long ago, knowing that natural remedies and loving care can heal both body and soul.